In astrology, people come and ask me, can you predict everything? Yes, you can predict most of the things because astrology is the karmic chart which tell you how the things are going to move. For instance, people do not know that even a country has an horoscope. So even India has an horoscope, and if you take the horoscope, it can clearly tell you how the things are moving. For instance, now the Saturn is moving in the 10th house of Indian independence horoscope. So what is going to be the impact of the 10th house Saturn transit? First, there's going to be a redefinition of the job which is available in the Indian market. Like, people have to rejig their profile. Whoever is tuned to the important growth in the internet, they will all have work. For instance, if you are obsolete in your skills, in your education, in your online ability to do things, then you are no longer vogue in the market. So you have to kill, and you have to be always very open to learning new things. That will become a very strong point for you to get the job rather than the education. This is the first hit of the 10th house Saturn transit. So the way company will employ the people will change. For instance, if you see if you weigh the amount of educational qualification you have and the skills and talents, how you carry yourself, the persona of it, the company will pick up the candidate who has a very strong persona, who has a very strong communication skills, who has a very clear logical and analytical skills rather than the degree. You may be a PhD person, but you may not have the communication skill. Your mind is not very flexible adapting to the changes, then you may not be a likely candidate for any company. This is the first big change which is happening in the market, and people are finding it very difficult. The next is moonlighting. Moonlighting is here to stay. People feel that they have to do two jobs at a time, and all the expansions will happen in terms of moonlighting. The moonlighting will become a problem if you are going to work in the same genre. Like, you are into IT and you are going to do another work in same IT field. The same related field if you are into, then you are going to get into problem. Moonlighting will happen between two unrelated fields. So, like, I know a person who is working in a diagnostic area, but he helps people in thesis writing. So it's a two unrelated areas. So moonlighting is meant to stay here. This is a one big opening in the 10th house Saturn transit. The third thing is, recently I saw, like, you get a pay scale. People don't shift jobs. This is something which I have seen often. What people do is, they will wait for the appraisal to happen, the pay hikes to happen, the promotions to happen. They will add it in their resume, and then they will go for a next company, which is invariably the competitor company. And the companies are thinking to sue those type of workers. This will certainly happen. You cannot take the best and the cream of a company and move on to the competitor and take another level of cream. This is not going to happen, and there's going to be a major churn. Like, there can be a legal connotation attached to it, and this changed format will come inside. The another important thing with the 10th house Saturn transit is that people jump jobs within 1 or 2 years. Those days they joined one company. What I'm talking is about in 1980s, even to the extent of 1990s. They will join a company, they will like to stay there till their retirement. Probably they will change once in the middle. But now it is not like that. What will happen is every 3 years they want to jump the company, so that they want to tap their capacity A, second tap the resources of another company and see where the best creamy layer of the company is available. I know a person who used to jump the companies every 2 years just to increase his pay scale. Like from 50 he jumped to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 1 lakh. He just pushed his pay structure ladder. And next what he felt was, where is the good projects available. This is, I am talking from the employees mindset. So employees will start looking off for the companies which will give the good projects. So they would like to stay, go there and stay, and they would really like to stay with the company which will give them the good projects, take them offshore or put them into a good educational one. All these things will come inside. And most important, with the 10th house transit, every company will expect their employees to do some online courses, take up an online certificate. And this I have seen it with one person. They said, they gave me one of my important client. He said, see, they have given me Udemy code where I can put it and learn as much as possible. Self-learning is meant to stay here. If you are in the middle level management or in the next higher management cadre, if you are not self-learning, then you are obsolete. This is one of the important criteria which is popping up with the 10th house Saturn transit of Indian independence chart. Finally, there's not going to be a stationary pay. Month beginning, you will get this salary. No, it's not going to be there. All companies want to revamp everything, so there's going to be the variable pay which is going to come inside. This is something against the mindset of the middle income families. They all want to know the salary what they will get every month. They don't want any new challenges, any new surprises. They just want it to be like every month I should get this, that's it. I have put my budget, I have my commitments. I don't want to change anything in that. No, it is not going to be like that. The variable pay is going to stay here. The moonlighting, variable pay and self-education, self-learning, all these three things are going to restructure the career arena of Indian diaspora or Indian people, and more so it will be happening or rolling over in coming 2.5 years. So if you are not going to have all these three things, not open to self-learning, then you are going to be obsolete. Even you might have put probably 20-25 years or probably 15 years best of your years and talents for the company. When you are not going to stick on to all these three things of self-learning, variable pay and upgrading your skills and talents, then you may become obsolete, and it's time you sit up and rejig your resume. This is Jayashree, astrologer and tarot reader. If you like the video, share my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.